can't break the emotional attachment, but you can break the details of it. You can alter the details to get the same result. You feel me? You just gotta know what you're doing, you know. And I do a lot of, within the course and within the book, I do a lot of examples of reverse engineering to show how we can separate that and keep everything going and then alter the reality. Why? Because these are the things that I had to do in order to make it stick, in order to make it work. And this is how I know that it works. You feel what I'm saying? But we then have to accept that and then take it in. So when we create these emotional attachments, now what happens with the emotional attachment? What do we usually have that is, excuse me, that is good for, well, what happens with emotional attachment? What type of foods are those? What do they become? Comfort foods, right? But it's a reason why they're comfort foods. Well, for the emotion, but then the second half of that is because of 3 points called cravings, flavors, and taste. This little 3-piece harmony is really a factor of a lot of the things that we take in. You know, a craving. What causes a craving? We just like, I got a taste for X, Y, and Z. Why do you have a taste for that? Because the craving that you have is really a biological thing. And it's dope how it works, because when you eat something enough, the body makes what you call it, like a database. And it stores all of the information associated with that food, the nutrient, how it makes you feel, all of that, that's stored. So, you know, if you like chocolate, milk chocolate, for example, and milk has calcium in it or whatnot, and then milk chocolate has calcium too, and you lack calcium, when you're getting a craving, and this knows that, okay, I can go to that, it'll, you know, you'll overdo it. You'll be like, hey, I got a craving for some chocolate. No, you don't. Because then that goes to the next level. It goes craving, then the flavor, right? But what is a flavor? Right? The flavor is just that combination of taste. So then you're like, well, what is taste? Now, taste is just how certain things respond to your tongue. There's only 5 tastes. You know, you have sweet, sour, bitter, savory, it's another one, and salty, right? Those are the 5 tastes, right? So a flavor then will be some kind of combination of one of those, or a series of those. So there's times when you say, I just want something sweet. That's the specific flavor, the specific taste you're looking for, right? So, or sometimes you'll be like, then when it gets more detailed, you'll be like, hey, when pregnant women say, I got a craving for pickles and ice cream. Why do you have a craving for pickles and ice cream? 2 different extremes. Because when she's pregnant, there's a nutrient that she needs. And this is where it gets deep. Because before I say that example, let me go to the next level. So a taste then, it comes from the combination of how these 7 things are in your body. So remember the 7 things, vitamins, minerals, lipids, carbohydrates, protein, nucleic acids, and water. These things now when they're together in a certain fashion, they then are able to trigger the taste buds to give off that taste you need. So let's say if when a woman is pregnant and she craves pickles and ice cream, right? And people looking at her like, ugh, that may not be that woman craving the pickle, or that may not be the woman craving the ice cream. That could be her and the baby both craving something at the same time. But then it's like, at the same time, there's a nutrient in the ice cream and in the pickle that is needed in the body. You see what I'm saying? And that nutrient will come, you know what I'm saying, will be used once that's eaten, and then once the craving is satisfied. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of it is deeper than just wanting something. It's wanting the necessity that the body has, and the body says, hey, I know you're going to get it from here, so I'm going to trigger you to go get this so that way it can get into your body. So what we now have to do is figure out what things we crave, why we crave them, what they possess, you know, in order to offset that. I use the example when it comes to menstruation. A lot of women crave chocolate. You know, I have yet to meet a woman who does not like chocolate when she's on her cycle. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, well, what is it? So then you put 2 and 2 together. During the cycle, what 2 major events happen? She bleeds and she gets muscle cramps. Well, she bleeds and she gets cramps, right? So then you have to ask yourself, well, what exactly, well, we know, okay, when you're bleeding, you're losing iron off rip. So we know one nutrient that we're gonna miss is iron, right? The cramps. What causes a cramp? You know, calcium is used for muscle contractions. So you have to know that if there's a deficiency or an excess or something, there's gonna be an issue with that muscle. Feel what I'm saying? So when you look at chocolate, what are some of the ingredients found in chocolate? Iron and calcium. Wow, go figure.